The Langham Hotel, London, England. The Langham is one of the most famous hotels in the world. It's hosted royalty, politicians, and celebrities, but it's also said to be haunted by at least 3 ghosts. In 1862, when the hotel was being built, a young woman named Elizabeth, who was engaged to be married, was found dead in a wood. She had taken her own life. Her spirit is said to haunt the hotel, moving objects and shaking beds. Some say she even interacts with guests and staff, and she's even been seen standing at the end of the bed watching guests sleep. Then there's the ghost of a little girl in a Victorian nightgown who is said to roam the halls at night. Her name was Mary, and she died in the hotel in 1903 after eating a poisonous cake that was meant for King Edward VII. Her father, the head chef, had put the poison in the cake, but Mary accidentally ate it instead, and because she was only 7 years old, she wasn't able to tell anyone what happened. To this day, no one knows why the chef tried to kill the king or why Mary's ghost is still haunting the hotel. But perhaps the most famous ghost of the Langham is that of Sir Henry, the 3rd Baron Ashburton. He died in 1922 after falling down a flight of stairs. Some say he was drunk and fell, but others say he was pushed. His ghost is said to appear as a gray mist, and he often makes regular staff members very uncomfortable. There are many other ghosts that are said to haunt the Langham, including a former employee who died in World War II and a former British Prime Minister who died in office. The hotel is said to be so haunted that one guest even wrote a story about their experience for Reader's Digest. In the early 1970s, a woman was staying in room 357 when she heard footsteps in the room next door. She assumed it was just another guest, but then she started hearing strange noises coming from the next room. At first it was just a scratching sound, but then it turned into heavy footsteps. The woman in the next room was also disturbed by the noise and called housekeeping to complain. But when the maid entered the room, there was nothing there. The footsteps continued all throughout the night and into the next morning. When the woman finally checked out, she decided to investigate the room further. She learned that the room had not been occupied for several months and that the previous guest had actually complained about the same noise. So are you brave enough to stay in room 357? Let me know in the comments below.